Hello, I'm Samantha Guidry. This is for Education 389. I am presenting my Math Learning Center. So my unit had to do with telling time for first grade. The unit was measurement and data. After being taught the concept of time by second, minute, half hour, and hour, the students would go into small learning group centers. This would be one of the learning centers activities where the students would practice, play, and grow. So the lesson title for the activity is called My Clock Broke. It would take about 40 minutes to do. The California standard is measurement and data 1.MD-3 to tell and write time in half hours on an analog and digital clock. So here I have two different colors of Play-Doh. We would have them take one color, roll it out, and place it as the large clock hand, and then the small clock with the opposite color. The students would all receive a baggie that would have half hour and hour increments of time. They would pull at random a time, so this time says 12:30. They would then have to set the clock up for 12:30. They'd set it down here, go back into the bag. This one says 5 o'clock. As a teacher, I could walk around and, there we go, it's hard to do upside down, and I would be able to assess if the students were doing it correctly or incorrectly. They would be using the Play-Doh for kinesthetic learners to set the clock accurately at half hour and hour, and you would be able to see them making that hand-eye coordination, so they mentally know, okay, 5 o'clock, what does 5 o'clock look like? And then they would be able to present it by hand. And overall, you could also do this without Play-Doh. You could do it with the whiteboard markers. So you could put it also in the digital time. You could get 12 o'clock and you can make little clocks in the bag, and it could say 12 o'clock, and then you'd have to write it out, or 1:30 for example, and write it out, and then you could erase it with a with an eraser. So there's a couple different variations of how you could do this activity depending on what you have in your classroom. But overall, it's a fun way for students to learn and to be able to show that they can tell time. Thank you.